The US-Iran conflict has entered a critical phase as military escalation, diplomatic breakdowns, and rising tensions in the Strait of Hormuz continue to dominate global attention. US President Donald Trump rejected Iran's latest ceasefire response sent through Pakistani mediators, calling it totally unacceptable, while warning that Washington could resume major military action if negotiations collapse. Iran has sought a broader regional settlement, including an end to fighting in Lebanon and guarantees on maritime security, but the latest diplomatic efforts appear to have stalled. At the United Nations, Iran sharply criticized a US-backed resolution on the Strait of Hormuz crisis, describing it as politically motivated and warning member states against supporting it. Tehran says the only real solution is ending the war, removing blockades, and restoring normal maritime transit. The Strait of Hormuz remains at the center of the crisis, with repeated reports of drone attacks, ship fires, and security threats affecting one of the world's most important energy corridors. Israel has simultaneously expanded military operations in southern Lebanon, targeting positions allegedly linked to Hezbollah. Hezbollah claims it has responded with multiple attacks on Israeli positions despite ongoing ceasefire discussions. The conflict has widened regional instability, with Gulf nations reporting drone intrusions and maritime attacks, raising fears of a broader war across West Asia. Iran's nuclear program remains one of the biggest sticking points in negotiations. The International Atomic Energy Agency says Iran has accumulated highly enriched uranium nearing weapons-grade purity. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the war cannot truly end unless Iran's enriched uranium is removed from the country, while Iran insists its military is fully prepared to protect nuclear facilities from any attack or infiltration. A dramatic escalation in the Gulf unfolded on May 4th as former U.S. President Donald Trump announced Project Freedom, a large-scale military-backed operation aimed at reopening the strategically critical Strait of Hormuz. The move, positioned as a humanitarian effort to guide stranded commercial vessels, comes amid rising tensions with Iran and mounting disruptions to global energy flows. The Strait of Hormuz, through which a significant portion of the world's oil passes, has effectively been choked by conflict in recent weeks. Hundreds of ships remain stranded, with supply chains and oil markets under severe strain. Trump's initiative deploys extensive military assets, including warships, aircraft, and thousands of personnel to ensure safe passage for commercial vessels. However, Iran responded swiftly and aggressively. Reports indicate that Iranian forces struck multiple commercial ships in and around the strait, while also targeting a key oil port in the United Arab Emirates, triggering fires and further destabilizing the region. The confrontation marks the most serious escalation since a ceasefire was declared just weeks ago. Iranian officials warned that any foreign military presence in the waterway without coordination would be treated as a violation, signaling readiness for further retaliation. Despite U.S. claims that some vessels have successfully transited the strait under the new operation, early outcomes remain uncertain. Shipping traffic has not significantly resumed, and insurers and operators remain wary of escalating risks. The situation has also widened geographically. Iranian missile and drone activity has extended beyond the strait itself, including strikes near UAE waters, indicating that the conflict zone is expanding rather than stabilizing.